Secretary of State Antony Blinken is in Israel pushing for a new ceasefire and hostage release deal today.
Yeah, the talks follow stops in Egypt and Qatar, where he worked with U.S. partners on a proposal to pause violence in Gaza. Israel is now looking over Hamas's response to that proposal. Secretary Blinken met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu earlier to reiterate the U.S.'s support for Israel's right to defend itself. He also stressed the importance of protecting civilians in Gaza and the need to defuse the situation in the West Bank to prevent the conflict from widening in the region.
CBS News Chief White House correspondent Nancy Cordes is there at the White House for us. So, Nancy, we understand that Secretary Blinken reiterated the U.S.'s support for a two-state solution during his meeting with Prime Minister Netanyahu, who opposes a two-state solution. So does the White House think that this goal is attainable, or the possibility of getting Israel's prime minister on board is even something that is worth still trying to discuss?
They think it's worth discussing because in the long run, Lana, they believe that that is really the only solution to lasting peace in the Middle East. And so they're going to continue to push it, no matter how many times the prime minister insists that he doesn't support it. We're also learning a little bit more about the response from Hamas to this latest offer that Israel, the U.S., Qatar have put on the table when it comes to a hostage swap. The U.S. had backed this new proposal that would call for a much longer humanitarian pause than we saw the first time, maybe 6 weeks long, in order to get some more humanitarian aid in and hopefully get as many hostages as possible out. And what's been reported is that Hamas said, actually, we'd like a series of 6-week-long humanitarian pauses. We want more aid in, and we want all the Israeli troops out before we agree to that hostage swap. And so they're still going back and forth. Blinken is meeting today with the leader of the Palestinian Authority, Mahmoud Abbas. He doesn't really call the shots. He's not part of Hamas, but it's just another piece in this puzzle as he sort of hopscotches around the Middle East trying to get this deal across the finish line.
Yeah, Nancy, and viewers who are keeping track will know this is Blinken's, fifth time trying to head over there and get some kind of negotiation agreed to. So far, though, he's had minimal success. Is there anything from your point of view that makes this trip seem different than previous attempts?
Sure. Yeah, I think it's notable that that Qatar, the U.S., Israel are on the same side, all on the same page when it comes to this latest proposal. The fact that the dialogue is ongoing with Hamas is a good sign. Hamas didn't reject the proposal outright. They just came back with a counteroffer. So this is how these things go. I think it's also notable that you have so many countries now in the Middle East who are increasingly concerned, even if they are notionally on the side of the Palestinians. They're concerned about the unrest. They're concerned that Iran has been supporting all these militias that are firing on the U.S., firing on the Red Sea. All of it makes them nervous. And so now you've got the Saudis meeting with the Secretary of State. They appear to be on the same page. He's talking with the Egyptians. He's talking with the Israelis. He's talking with the Qataris. And they're all sort of, reading out of the same hymn book, if you will. And that is a sign that no matter where these leaders stand on the issue of Palestinian statehood, they would like to see a resolution that reduces the likelihood of violence in the Middle East.
Yeah, everyone wants that resolution. It's just a matter of how to get there. Nancy Cordes at the White House for us. Thank you.